This is Matthew Brenner, March 16th, 2017. This is part two of the interview I did with my Democrat dad, and he really gets into why he hates Trump and he respects Obama. So, here's the conclusion of the first interview I posted.
I thought Putin was more of a capitalist.
No. His aim is to destabilize Western democracies, to weaken them so he can continue to expand.
So it's almost like, even though Trump really isn't a Russian agent, it's almost like Putin, for all he cares, probably laughs about it. Like, sure, let people think he's my bitch.
Right, exactly. That's very well put. And what I find disturbing is that Putin is like the Chinese have stolen us blind with intellectual property. They've stolen everything. I mean, everything. They blackmail people.
Oh, I know. I think the three countries that have done us the dirty are Saudi Arabia, Israel, and China. I really think for countries that are supposed to be our allies, I think they betrayed us considerably. I still think that Huma Abedin was a Saudi spy.
I don't think, I mean, the thing is, this is just where I'm coming from. I guess I'm old school. I want a president that takes the national security of our country, integrity of our country, seriously, above all other nations.
But Trump is a national security guy.
No, I don't.
You don't think so? If you told him that, he would probably flip out. I mean, why do you think he's not? Is he misguided?
No, I don't think anybody. I mean, I have a very good sense of what Obama's like. And Obama isn't going to go around spying on Trump. I mean, that's the way.
It was probably his minions.
Obama has all of his cabinet, all of the people under the Obama.
Well, do you think maybe a Clinton holdover could have run it by the FISA court?
All of Obama's appointees, every single last one of them, and every position under them, and I'm talking about thousands of people, not one of them has ever been accused of anything, to be convicted, has been convicted of anything. He's had the cleanest record of any president in history.
Obama?
And recorded, yes. You can check it. It's a fact.
But he increased NSA spying. Snowden proved that.
Right. You can say all kinds of things about him, but when you come to his personal integrity, I'm saying his personal integrity, and his worst critic had admiration for him, how he takes care of his daughters, the values he stands for. I mean, what Trump did to him and what Trump is doing to him now, it really does anger me. Because whether you like him,
but I really think that Obama hates Trump like so much that he'll do anything to just destroy the man without even giving him a chance. I can understand why Trump is pissed.
I think it's quite the opposite. I think that
you think Obama would want to help Trump?
No. I think that it's as simple as this. Is once Obama left office, it's as simple as this. He should have just left. He should have left Obama alone. I really am deeply offended.
But actually, Obama's been the one commenting in the news about every move Trump makes. I've seen it covered by the New York Times and other things, where they say, "Oh,
he doesn't go around accusing him of spying, right? I mean, there's something."
Well, he should have said someone under the Obama administration authorized the FISA court to spy on me. And as it turns out, the server.
I don't believe it for 1 minute. I don't believe it for 1 minute. I believe that.
Well, the NSA was listening regardless. Somebody was listening to Trump.
I mean, the thing is, he's just a scumbag. That's what Trump is. He's a scumbag. And he'll do anything. Did you hear everything he's done? What he's done to women? What he's done to... You know what he did in Atlantic City? Well, let me tell you something. You know how great... There were dozens of mom-and-pop businesses that depended. They lost. They went into bankruptcy and they lost everything. Their families went under. They lost everything. And some of them just barely survived. And what happened? Well, Trump uses all the rules so he can declare bankruptcy. I got into Atlantic City. I've been there a number of times. And I've seen Trump casino. I know what it is. You know what his style is? He inherited Roy Cohn. And you know who Roy Cohn is?
Roy Cohn is a lawyer that doesn't believe in giving apologies, doesn't back down, and doesn't settle for anything.
Right. Well, Roy Cohn is, do you remember McCarthy, the McCarthy era?
Tail Gunner Joe and the Committee on American Activities, of course.
And he would destroy people whether they were guilty or not. And some of them were guilty, but he didn't care. And he inherited Roy Cohn. And Roy Cohn, the whole tactic is if you have enough money, you can sue somebody and you can say, well, sue.
Didn't that have to do something with the minorities trying to live in the Trump properties or something?
That's not what I'm talking about. It's not minorities. These are small mom and pop businesses.
Oh, so he did screw the little guy. So these people like Alex Jones to say, "Oh, he wants to fix America for the little guy," might not be necessarily so. He might be looking out.
What I'm talking about is Roy Cohn, his whole philosophy, and this is what Trump is all about, is that I have enough money to screw you. I can make it so expensive for you to sue me that you'll give up. And there was a Republican pollster for Trump, and he was owed like $300,000, and he tried to collect. And what did Trump do? And this is a Republican. And what did Trump do? Well, he said, "Go ahead and sue me, and I'll make it so." And the pollster said, "Well, it's just so expensive to sue Trump. I have to give up. I can't sue him." Now, that's the difference between Bloomberg and Trump. Trump doesn't have a sense of ethics. He doesn't care. It's whatever works. He'll say stuff, whatever it is, or he'll do things, whatever it is, to his advantage, as long as it's legal. No.
But I hate to say it, the Clintons were not really much better, dude. They took advantage of a lot of things. Look at 3% of the money that was supposed to go to Haiti went there. I mean, that's pretty shady. You got to give it that.
Well, yeah, but I'm very dissatisfied with this man because he doesn't even act presidential.
No. He's a businessman, and he's trying on a different costume, and, I really think he means well in so many ways, but he's surrounded by these hacks like Reince Priebus, and then you got, I don't know, like Bannon and Kellyanne Conway, and and then Kushner, people are, starting conspiracy theories he's a Mossad agent. Well, you know what? Kushner did get close to Ivanka not too long ago. I mean, and I'm sure if Israel had a couple of questions for him, I don't see him saying no. He is Orthodox.
There's something I find offensive about people accusing. I mean, they have the right to disagree with Obama. They can say that, Obamacare is a piece of garbage. They can, I don't have a problem with that.
Well, Obamacare did turn out to be a lot more of a disaster than they ever imagined. Or who knows, maybe they wanted it to fail eventually so they could just do single payer. Maybe it was kind of like...
The thing is in politics is a dirty business, but there's something... I have voted for Obama twice, and I have no regrets, because I really think that...
Oh, no, I voted for Obama, I know.
I think the man, at his core, he not only means well, he has a real sense of moral integrity.
But see, the thing that gets me about Obama is I kind of see him as a deep state puppet. I mean, both his mom and his grandfather were in the CIA. There's tons of stories that, have all these allegations. You know why the Social Security number doesn't match up on the birth certificate, all these birthers? It's because he was in the CIA. That's why he classified his records the minute he took office. Everybody thinks he's this closet Muslim. No, I think he was a spook.
Whatever it is, I just, there's something, I can tell by a person's...
Either that or maybe Frank Marshall Davis really is his father. I don't know.
I can tell from a person's demeanor over a long period of time. I can tell. When those kids were murdered in Newtown, how many? 20-something, and the teachers, those tears were not fake. I'm not advocating gun control, and maybe I don't agree with
Dad, that's where the problem is. I saw the picture of Adam Lanza. There was a Crisis Actor in Orlando not too long ago. Spitting image of him. I can send you the video. It really makes me wonder if somebody else actually killed those kids and they used a Crisis Actor as the fall guy. It's something about that whole thing that I don't believe it didn't happen. Like, people will say it just didn't entirely happen. I have a feeling something happened, but stories got changed real quick, frequencies got jammed, things got redacted, you can't FOIA this, you can't FOIA that. People have been arrested for asking questions online on blogs and YouTube. I mean, there's something about this they do not... The Adam Lanza house was demolished. Nobody even remembers being friends with this kid, other than somebody who basically got caught being like a Crisis Actor type person. Either he like talked to nobody, or they have Patsy. This is the kind of stuff where, okay, Obama as a human being, I really don't know the man. I know what he projects. But the kind of people, it's like some of the lies we've been told as Americans. I guess all the politicians do it. I guess Trump would do it in a New York Minute, since he's from there. I know Obama's lied to us about things. I know the Clintons lied to us. W lied to us. I think that's what these guys do, is they're fucking liars. I mean, honestly, has there been a president in your lifetime that you consider, okay, let's not even talk about JFK or Eisenhower, but past that wasn't some kind of bullshit artist.
There's a certain amount, and they're going to assume that, of course, Obamacare is going to assume that Obamacare will be great. And if it didn't turn out that great, they'll just tell us it's going to be great.
They could just do single payer. Supposedly a document got leaked that said the plan was this may or may not work, but either way, there's investors that'll get rich, and if it falls apart, then we can just do single payer like Canada.
There's just something I can just sense that when it comes
That's what I heard.
There's moral. I just will, to the day I die, I will believe that there's more moral integrity in Obama. I'm not saying he's right or more effective or less effective or whatever, but there's more moral integrity in Obama than there is in Trump.
But now, okay, I just want to say, like, are you basing this on mainstream media news coverage?
No, I'm basing this on everything I've seen of the man in 8 years, everything I've read about him.
Besides just other, like, editorials, like, you've listened to his speeches, and this is what you conclude. Okay, I just want to make sure of that, because people that only get their information from clickbait and, like, 2-minute sound bites, like, if you've really listened to him and this is what you believe, I'm not going to try to say you're nuts, you know what I mean? Because I can see where he has an intellect, but in a way, he disappointed me on some things, because for somebody that was, like, editor of, like, Harvard Law Review and, like, that studied constitutional law, he seemed to, like, do a lot of things. Like, I would have thought he would have known better, and I thought being half black and half white, maybe he could help heal race relations. It seems like the media, like with Trayvon Martin, they race bait the crap out of everybody.
Well, I don't approve of that. And there were other things I don't approve of.
And then it's like, we're the demons. You know why, Dad? Because we're white men. So according to the neo left, we're the demons.
No, I don't buy that either. But you know what I do buy?
White privilege.
You know what I do buy is this, okay? And this is why I voted for Trump. And voted for Obama twice.
Conservatives.
Here for me is the bottom line. I couldn't give a rat's ass that Obama was black. That wasn't why I voted for him. In fact, there was maybe a reason why not to vote for him. The reason why I voted for him is I strongly believe, and I was born in 1950, and I remember the 1950s.
Yeah, you're a boomer. I'm a tail end Gen Xer. You know.
The way to a strong middle class is you have to provide the burden of taxes should be more on the wealthy. The wealthy keeps paying a lower percentage, and where is the burden going? Where is the debt going? Now education is twice it's gone so expensive. People are becoming indentured servants. difference. I grew up as a kid. I remember a potbelly stove, an outhouse, and there were times there was no running water. We had kerosene lanterns. I lived in a place that was like Appalachia, but thanks to enlightened people like Eisenhower, who believed in a strong middle class and believed in affordable.
So you don't think Trump believes in a strong middle class?
I do not. I mean, ultimately, the only way to keeping a strong middle class, okay, is you have to make education very affordable. And the minute that changed, I think, as far as I'm concerned, America.
Yeah. See, my concern is we spread our eggs, our basket of eggs too thin. The problem is you have these. You know what I mean by a snowflake, right? You know, they call them snowflakes. I know that's like a right-wing, like, dog. Well, hell, the right-wingers dog themselves, conservatives. But the whole thing with the snowflakes, they're these, like, sensitive little creatures. They go to college. They study, like, underwater basket weaving. And then they come out and they wonder why they're not marketable. And then they owe $60,000 in student loans. Like, is nobody talking to them and saying, hey, study business, study medicine, study pharmacy?
No, I agree with you, but it's simply that I was on my own. Okay.
Oh no, you were.
My parents believed they were old school. When you were 18, you were on.
My grandfather's generation, your parents' generation, that's how they were. They wanted.
I lived on my own. I paid for my rent. I paid for my food. I paid for my books, and I paid for college. And I was able to finish. Right, and get a college degree. And I'll tell you right now that it would have been very hard. I would have had a ball and chain. I would have had a millstone tied around my neck for like 10 years to pay off the loan at the current rate. What I'm saying, and this is what really upsets me, and this is why I could never vote Republican, is because Republicans keep their whole thing is this, is you're supposed to take care of yourself. You're supposed to be, what's the word for it?
Self-reliant.
Self-reliant.
And a rugged individual.
Right? Well, I'll tell you something.
And I wholeheartedly agree. Not all people are capable of that, given the disparity of IQ. That's one thing the alt-right brings up that the lefties get furious about. And the fact that they say, yes, Ashkenazi Jews and Asians have the highest IQ, followed by whites, followed by Latinos, followed by blacks. It's just the facts. But they don't, like, you can't talk about that. You know?
No, I agree with that. But the thing is, in the 1950s, it's not the component. It's your life chances are significantly reduced because of the high cost of education. And it would be much harder for me under the same circumstances if I was getting a start now in college.
Oh, it's hard for anybody.
No, but see, the thing about it is that this is where I have a problem. Is you talk to a Canadian conservative, you talk to an English conservative, okay, and they don't have a problem with a number of issues. Like they assume that healthcare is a human right. They assume it. I mean, I'm serious.
Right. No, they started that paradigm back with FDR, because remember they wanted to have health insurance for everybody.
No, but the thing is that Republicans don't believe, most of them don't believe that healthcare is a human right. That's the bottom line. And not only that,
probably because not many of them have gone without it.
Right. And not only that, they don't believe that they don't believe that, well, the only people you want to educate are the very brightest, because the rest of them go fuck themselves. If they don't have the money, then I don't care.
Well, here's what I'm wondering, okay? Trump says if he repeals Obamacare, it will be replaced. Is he actually going to replace it with something that's not a screw job in terms of going up double digits every year?
It's going to make life really, really miserable. And the bottom line is that it's that's where I really believe Trump is going to have a really serious problem, because if he goes with what all the rest of the Republicans want,
I think the Republicans are trying to set him up personally.
well, what's going to happen?
They're trying to convince him, oh no, this is what people want, Donald. This is what they want. So that way, I'll be like, oh, okay.